This is so powerful. Roy Williams with the pendulum theory begins to talk to us about the we generation and the me generation. This is as important for your business, for your ministry, even what you're doing in your own community if you don't understand this. Well, he's going to explain to us about the we generation, the one that we're in. Check it out. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFN TV. We're going to be talking about and hearing from Roy Williams in the pendulum theory. But I want to explain a couple things here first in the pendulum theories he's talking about it. Imagine this pendulum is just swinging back and forth, right? Well, this actually represents in this particular theory that he has, by the way, it's been going on for 3,000 years this way, it's happening, that there is a me time, a me generation, and there is a we generation. These are the zenith time where it maxes out and it swings back down and goes to the we generation. It's pretty awesome how it works. For 3,000 years, he's saying, Roy Williams said, this has been taking place. No matter what's going on, it always happens this way. So when you have a me generation, he's not going to be talking about, we're going to talk about ourselves, about the we generation. But the me generation is more of, Ronald Reagan and the individual that's rising up, and not only during that time, it's like, the me generation is about, I can do this, we can do this, tell me your dreams, honey, what do you want to do? And that's a powerful time where people have a sense of empowerment. And that lasts actually 20 years up. It goes for 20 years. And then once it reaches zenith, it'll start coming down. And it takes 20 years to undo what we did. And we always carry a good thing too far. When we're right here during the time of the tipping point or the fulcrum of the pendulum, he says that I'm okay, you're okay, rainbows and unicorns. Everything's happy, everything's going good. But it doesn't stay there. It's going to go back up now into the we generation. It takes 20 years to go up, and it takes 20 years to be able to come down again. Now, this is the situation. When we start moving up in 20 years, what happens at this point, we start coming back. We always carry on and make a good thing. We take it too far. We always take it too far. It wasn't that it was bad, we just took it too far. But this is when things get crazy. The best way to describe this, he says, is you're okay, I'm not okay, and they start looking for heroes to be able to focus on. This is when Superman cartoon came out, and Spider-Man, and individuals that look for heroes to be able to deliver them. But there's also times, where people like Hitler came out because they're looking for one person to be able to deliver them. Well, that happens there at the actual zenith, and it comes back down. It takes 20 years to undo all that stuff that we took too far again. And then all of a sudden we're back down to I'm okay, you're okay, and then it'll start going right into a we generation. It takes 20 years to be able to come up on a we. It goes into a time of crisis, and it starts coming down. It takes 20 years to come back down again. But this crisis is about I'm okay, you're not okay, and a witch hunt's taking place. This is when things like the Civil War took place in America. At this particular point, we had, President Lincoln was here at this particular point. It's also a time when you had the witch trials that took place. This was at a pinnacle that was taking place at the calendar. Literally, they call it a witch hunt starts taking place. Well, guess what? In 2003, that's when we began in the West, started our we cycle. So in 2003 and 2013, and now we're at 2018. We're about to hit the peak of a we cycle. And that's why you're hearing people say today, we talked about it, he's moving from me to we. We had the community work center. You hear people marching on the streets going, we need to be community. We need to work together. And so what happens, there's a crisis point right here. Something's going to happen. And you're looking at 2023, which is 5 years away from this program at this date. This is when crisis is going to hit right now. It matters who's going to be our president during that time. You want somebody who's going to be stable, who has a steadfast trust in the Constitution and all, because this is when, for example, the crisis in America, we had, FDR was there during the crisis. And so he began to calm everybody in the we generation and talk to them on the radio. But it's important because crisis could happen literally. People understand tribulation, that thing can happen as well during the time. That's how big the crisis is. But listen, this is Roy Williams explaining the we generation. Like I said, we're all the way here, about to hit the pinnacle point. Listen to Roy Williams talking to Glenn Beck.
So we took a good thing too far, wound up at the zenith of a me cycle, and then we go, hey, we got to go back. And so we slowly deflate the me. It doesn't go away overnight. It takes 20 years to get out of control. Takes 20 years to get back in balance. And then we go, okay, this thing that we've been hungering for, It's working together for the common good. Now let's go over here to the we. This is cool, okay? Now, when you're in a we cycle, it's about the group, the team, the collective. It's not about the individual. And you don't have to be the captain of the football team. You just need to be a productive player on the team. I just need to do my part. And they demand conformity for the common good. This is whenever productivity skyrockets, because it's all about conformity and teamwork. They applaud personal responsibility. Not individuality, not freedom, but responsibility. Freedom is the me, responsibility is the we. They're both good things. Neither one of these are bad things. There's not a mistake on the board, okay? But we always take a good thing too far. Let's look at how we take this too far, okay? Now, whereas the me believed one man is wiser than a million men, the we says no, a million men are wiser than one man, two heads are even better than one. The more people working on it, the better the outcome. And then they want to create a better world, not a better life. You see, that's where we've been since 2003. We've been in the upswing of a we cycle. It's your planet too, it's my planet, we're all in this together, do you recycle? Okay? And so the idea is it's about all of us, the collective, and it's about small actions. Now this is where, in a me, we have big dreams. Tell me your dreams, honey. And in a we, it's kind of like, no. Save the cheap talk. Show me what you believe. Do it. That's a we.
That's why, and I love this, Google is not hiring. They don't care about your transcripts. They don't care what you did in college. What are you doing right now?
Exactly. Are you taking actions? And so the things you do...
And that's why millennials are all about action.
Absolutely. They're part of a we generation. It's what you say means nothing. Do it. Do something. What you do shows me who you are. But we always take a good thing too far, Glenn. We take a good thing too far. Now, this is where it's about to get scary because we're in a we cycle right now, okay?
I don't know. Number one demands conformity for the common good was kind of scary.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Now, especially if you grew up in a me generation, as we both did.
Yes.
Now, they don't desire to be number one. They just desire to be a member of the team. I came, I saw, I concurred. I belong. Right now, the belonging needs, the sense of being part of a tribe, very powerful in a we generation. What happens is there is always some confusion in which way the wind is blowing, right at the tipping point between a we and a me or a me and a we, and we will carry forward some of the old behaviors and some of the old ways of thinking, not realizing that the earth has shifted beneath our feet, and people's heads and hearts are in a different place now.
Not realizing that the earth has shifted beneath our feet. Listen, that's so important. That's where we are for 3,000 years. He studied it, overlaid it, he's sourced it. You could read the whole book yourself, but understand that, you know, that's how the Lord works. If you look, there's seasons of this and there's seasons of that. There's a season and a time for everything, Ecclesiastes says, chapter 3. And in your business, you may be struggling with your business because you're actually marketing like it's a me generation and it's a we generation. This is a we generation. In regards to your business, we always talk about this at VF and KB, what is your sitting area like? Do you have communal sitting areas where people sitting around and can talk, or do you just have like hard furniture, no television, no coffee to be able to have?
Environment.
You create the environment. Starbucks figured that out. It made a lot of money that people didn't love coffee as much as they loved the environment.
And the experience. What's the experience all about?
It's like in the church needs to figure. There were people. It's how I thought prophetic word coming from
Jeremiah Johnson.
We said, drop the mic, get off the stage. That's a we generation saying, come spend some time with me.
We want to share life together.
Yes, and if you want a customer in this generation, if you want to be able to hire people in this generation, if you want to be able to minister to people in this generation, you have to understand it's a we generation. And I want you to share below with your comments, call us, email us. We love the fact that we're coming together as a tribe. You know, this is the we generation. That's why you're feeling like I need to connect. Don't just connect to anything. Maybe your call is to connect to VF and KB. Yes, we're all over the world, but we can connect. We can connect virtually all over the place. We had a virtual meeting even last night, working out some details, passing screens back and forth.
Powerful.
It was a powerful time. We got ways to be able to teach you how to do that at vfnkb.com. Sign up for the most recent webinar that's coming up. Get connected to our podcast. We got a daily podcast that comes out. You can listen to it to encourage you. Of course, we're right here, our channel, everything's going on, but comment below. We want to be able to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFN TV. A lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org. I'm your host, Greg Lancaster, and we're so glad that you've joined us. Don't forget you can join us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download our app and sign up for our newsletter, The Torch, at vfntv.com. I've enjoyed our time together. God bless.